Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Pages and Pals live show. And I just realized that I have the wrong title on. It says January. It's clearly February. But welcome to another Pages and Pals live show where we do reading sprints together. We normally have Kathy with us, but today she wasn't able to make it because she has a bunch of like readathons that she has to participate in. She wasn't able to come in tonight, and that's okay. We'll read on without her, but we do have Donna with us, and of course the rest of the BookTube chicks, Desirai and Chloe. The way our live shows work is that we have 2 reading sprints during the live show. We start with a 25-minute sprint, and then we go on, we take a little bit of break, we talk about our books, and then we do a 20-minute reading sprint. So again, it's just a regular reading sprint. We're not reading any one book altogether. We're all reading different books. And I'm currently trying to reread the To All the Boys I Loved Before because the 3rd movie just came out on Netflix yesterday, and I'm really excited to watch it. So I am still on the process of reading the first book. Again, these are rereads, and I'm almost done with this book, the first one. But as someone who's not a huge contemporary reader, this is actually one of my favorites. I find it to be really entertaining and really heartwarming, and I really, really love To All the Boys I Loved Before. So, and I really love the movie, so I'm very excited to watch that, and I'm hoping to finish this first book this weekend. I'm currently in the process of moving, which is why there's a bunch of boxes behind me. So I haven't been able to read as much as I want to, but hopefully I get to finish this book soon and dive into the 2nd and 3rd book so I can watch the movie. All right, Donna, since you're right next to me, why don't you, this way, why don't you go next?
I actually have those books, but I still haven't picked it up. And I was gonna pick it up and I'll watch the first movie, but it still haven't happened yet. But it will eventually happen. I'm picking.
It's really cute.
Yeah, I heard. I'm picking up Lilac Girls again. I keep reading it, but then pause due to schoolwork, and then I'm picking it up again. And I'm still only a little more than halfway through the book, and I still have like a lot left. So I'm aiming to finish this book this month, but I don't know if that's gonna happen with schoolwork. But I'm still enjoying this book so far.
Okay. Desiree, since you're underneath me, you can go next.
Hello. So I don't know if this is visible, but I am reading The Project, by Courtney Summers, which is a book like about 2 sisters, and one of the sisters gets involved in like a cult. And so her sister's trying to like figure out what's going on. And I'm pretty excited to work my way through it.
All right, go ahead, Chloe.
So I don't have the book or the cover with me, but I'm actually rereading Eclipse by Stephanie Meyer for a critical reread series that I'm doing on my channel right now. And I took a couple months break from the last one that went up. So I'm currently rereading that and filming the vlog that goes along with it. And I'm pretty far through it. I'm hoping to finish it today.
Okay. All right. Again, everybody, if you're joining us, just go ahead and again, grab your book. And we're going to start off with a 25-minute sprint. And I'm going to go ahead. I have a timer, so I'm going to go ahead and share it on the screen so everybody can know how much further we have. If I can figure out how to share, because I forget everything. Oh, never mind. Share. Never mind. God dang it. My life. God dang it. Of course this happens. Why does this happen? Yeah. Okay. Jesus. Stop. Gee. That was loud. Can you guys hear me? Okay. All right. So I think I read. I actually did pretty good. I read like 15, 18 pages. And we all know the story of To All the Boys I Loved Before, so I'm not going to really explain it. For those of you joining us, we are running just some quick reading sprints. We do this every month. It's called Pages and Pals. We usually have a couple of guests with us. Today, Donna is here. And we usually have Kathy who joins us, but today she wasn't able to come. And this is an open live show, meaning if you want to actually participate in the actual live show itself, you're more than welcome, and you just got to let us know, and we'd be happy to have you. So Donna, since you're right next to me, you want to go ahead and let us know how your book is going?
I also read like 14 pages, which was better than my usual. Right now, because it's following the story as before. This follows the story of 3 people. One's New York elite person, like who works in like a government, and then one's a prisoner in like German camp right now, and the other one's a German doctor. Right now, I just finished reading a chapter on the New York elite person, and she was having an affair with a married guy, and but it was during the wartime, so they couldn't even find. They thought he may have died, etc. But then she suddenly got news that he's alive and he's at some hotel, so they're running off to find him. And then the other chapter I just almost finished was the prisoner. They're trying to escape, but they were being experimented on, so they were gonna be the first people to be killed off because they don't want the government to find out that they're actually been experimented on. So, but the girl, the girl has somehow, because her father works at a post office, so she was able to like write like secret letters, sending it to her father, to hopefully like bring this to light somehow for them to like get out alive. But I think that her mom died, and she's only one with her sister that's still alive. So I'm like hoping that they make it out alive, because right now they look like they're on a like escaping into a Red Cross bus trying to escape. So I'm hoping that they'll be able to escape, but that's where I am at in the story.
Okay.
So
Is that historical fiction or is that like
yes,
nonfiction?
it's historical fiction. I have a tendency to read some historical fictions. I got introduced to them from one of the subscription boxes called Once Upon a Book Club, and they have actually did a box for this like when they first started. But so I'm like trying to read off some of the books that they had used before, and they got me into historical fiction. I used to not be a fan of it because I'm like, I'm not a history person. I hate learning history, but it have actually gotten me into wanting to read some historical fiction, especially historical romances, because it's a different style. But at the same time, I'm learning some history information, even though not all of them are real. So yeah, that's where I am at.
I'm actually not sure how far I got because I'm listening to the audiobook. I mean, I don't know how much I read within that period. I am like 26% into the book, and things are just developing. She's trying to figure out where her sister went and why they kind of had this falling out, and her sister disappeared, and she is accusing the organization, which is called like the Unity Project, of just misconduct and impacting people in a negative way. And so I guess we'll see what happens from here.
Okay.
I'm not sure how many pages I read because I'm using the ebook, but I think I read almost 2 chapters. I'm at the point in the book where the chapters are pretty short though, so they're not as long as they were in the beginning. I don't really have anything to report except that I always forget how fast paced this book is, because it's been probably since I read this one, it's probably been like 10 to 12 years. So it's been a really long time. Yeah, I don't really have much to report on it so far. It's fine.
What book are you reading again?
I'm rereading Eclipse for my critical
Oh,
reread.
that's right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how well I'm doing on the critical part because I haven't been taking notes today.
Okay. All right. So for those of you joining us, our second reading sprint is going to start. It's 20 minutes long. And so again, you just grab whatever book you want, and we're going to go ahead and get started. And I'll share my screen so we can do the timer.
Olha, Mia, você não vai guardar sua sopa, não?
Mãe, eu tô num...
Desculpa. Tava no áudio? Tava, não tá, né?
Okay. Okay. I think I honestly didn't keep track of how much I read. And I think it was around 15-ish pages. And something happened in this book that I forgot that it happened because it's not in the movies, and I've seen the movies like 5 times each, the first 2 movies, anyways. But something happens, and I don't remember this, and so I'm just like surprised that it happened. I mean, I know why it happens, but anyways, for those of you joining us, this is a monthly live show where we just do reading sprints together. It's the BookTube Chicks. That's me, Desirai, and Chloe. And then we have Donna, and usually Kathy always joins us as well. Kathy couldn't be here today. She had other things. But if you're interested, anybody who's watching, if you're interested in joining us for our live show, actually being in the live show, you're more than welcome to. This is an open live show, so you just gotta let us know, and we would love to have you, or you could just join us by tuning in every month. We usually have these live shows in the middle of the month. Next month it's going to be at the end of the month, but we'll talk more about that after everybody else talks. So Donna, how is your book going?
I read 16 pages, surprisingly 2 more pages than my first sprint, but something happened that surprised me. One of the main characters, the one that was a doctor, she ended up slitting her wrists after she came back. So apparently the war ended now, and the girl that was a prisoner escaped it with her sister, and then the camp is kind of like disintegrated kind of thing, and the war ended, and the doctor went back home, and she was going to go find his mom. His mom is staying at some other guy's house, so he went to that house, and then the guy was telling her that you're gonna get arrested. People are looking for you. They know what you did. You experiment on all these people. You're gonna get caught. And then she's like, "Oh, you say you need to go shower. And then when she was in the shower, the guy called it the American soldiers, and they came to get her. And then she was like pretending that, "Oh, I need to get back dressed." And instead she took a razor and then slit her wrists. So they wheeled her out into the ambulance. So I think they're gonna trial her and everything over what she did. But I was like surprised that happened, because I would think she would just go and deal with it. Maybe she won't die after the trial, But
Right.
she ended up trying to kill herself. I was a little shocked by that.
Donna, do you think maybe you could give like summaries of what you read instead of like so much detail? Because I kind of wanted to read that book, but I feel like that was a lot of spoilers.
Okay. Oh, sorry. But basically this book covers 3 different girls. One girl is end up being a prisoner because she's Polish, and at that time a lot of, like, during the Nazis basically were getting anyone that was Polish or not them to go into camps and stuff. So that's one character. And then the other character is a girl who basically a New Yorker, a elite family, would do charity works and stuff, but she works in a government facility that is related to helping people get out of embassy kind of work. And then the last one is a doctor. But women being a doctor at that time is not gonna be easy. So especially since she's with the German side. So that's the 3 characters. And then it's kind of revolving a story among these 3 people. That's the kind of the idea of it. They actually came out with a kind of a sequel to it called the Last Rose, if I remember correctly, or something Rose. That I'm gonna probably not get to read until a while, because the books are pretty thick. This is a 500-page book, and the second one is also going to be like 500 page. So
I don't even know. Like, so the main character in the project is still she's actually like a reporter. She works for the press. So she's trying really hard just to uncover like what the deal is with this Unity project. And she's been able to organize a meeting, but they're trying to get her to sign an NDA. And she's kind of like, you know, like obviously if they're making her sign an NDA, they don't want her to talk about what's going on. But it's just, it's so weird because like, you know, it's a cult. So you go into this story like expecting it just to be like really messed up, but the way the people in the Unity project talk, they're just like very calm and cool and collected, and it's just it's so kind of brainwashy, you know, and they just like, oh, you don't understand, you just don't know the truth yet, blah 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 blah, and it's messing with my head a little. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out.
I'm going to be really fast because my laptop just said it's about to die, but nothing really much has changed. I mean, everybody pretty much knows what Twilight's about.
Where
I don't
are
think
you in the book?
I'm really close to the end, like the final like battle is happening or whatever you want to call it. I don't have anything like critically eyed to say about it so far. I just think I need to like word vomit all of my notes after this. I don't have anything concrete right now.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that is the end of our February live show. Again, we do this monthly where we just have some reading sprints that we do it, and you guys can join us. Next month, we are tentatively scheduling the next live show for March at the very last Saturday. It's usually the second or third. It's usually in the middle of the month, second or third Saturdays. But with everybody's schedule, it just happens to be at the end of the month. Next month. Right now, it's scheduled for March 27th. That is, again, the last Saturday of March. It's going to be, again, on my channel. And it's going to be same time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. So if you guys would like to join us, I'll put it on Twitter. I'll announce it on my channel as well. So you guys can join us for some reading. So thank you everybody for joining us. It was really, really fun getting some reading done with some friends. And we hope you guys will join us for next month. Bye.